happy Halloween, faithful viewers, and my not-so-faithful viewers as well. I was playing some Castlevania, one of the few games I still have a decently good run at. I can't say it's a speed run, but I will say it is a fast run. When I realized, I should have been recording this because I haven't put anything on my channel for a while, so I figure at least let me get this boss battle with Dracula, so I can at least show the ending of the game, even if it takes me a few tries, because it looks like I am, definitely fucking up here. So bear with me as I attempt to beat one of the hardest bosses in one of the hardest games in video gaming, retro gaming history. Funny thing about this, actually, even though I don't think it was anywhere near Halloween, I don't remember, probably the first actual 8-bit Nintendo game I ever played was Castlevania. There was a Play Choice 10 set up at a Chuck E. Cheese nearby my house. When I got to play this in the arcade, I thought it was a badass arcade game. I didn't realize what I was playing on was a Play Choice. And so I know I pumped every token I could think of into Castlevania. It quickly became one of my favorite games. Little would I realize that once my parents would finally break down and get me a classic, Nintendo. I figured this out before then, but some of my classmates, they told me this was a field trip, somebody's birthday party or some shit. But I just remember I was for some odd reason, it was a class thing. With my fellow 5th graders, I think. But anyway, I just dated myself yet again. Castlevania was one of the games I liked the most that drew me to even wanting a Nintendo over my Atari 2600, go figure. I loved the atmosphere about it. I loved the difficulty curve. The fact that I just couldn't beat it real quick, the fact that it had an ending, but it was a very difficult ending to get to, which was a thing back in the Atari. A game either ended really fast and started over and over, or it just, kept going until you ran out of lives. Castlevania was a lot of firsts for me. And, the fact that it was a video game that actually had a nice, spooky, oh god, I might do it this time, at full health too. But it had a nice spooky atmosphere, and even my dad had to admit it was pretty cool. My dad's an old school Universal Studios monster fan, right? So, Dracula? Hell yeah. Nice. And this is what the holy water's for, folks. Why don't I use the boomerang? Because no weapon really works well against Dracula until you get him into this dragon form, and then you just wish you had the holy water to slow him down. Otherwise, he moves too quick for you to be able to do any real damage to him. Ooh, nice! That was an accident. But now, that's it. He shouldn't be able to move for the rest of the fight. Because I just gotta keep that holy water rolling, the broken weapon in the game. Yes! And that's the ending of Castlevania. Or at least it's about to run. So, this is one of my favorite old school NES games. I know I did a top 10 list of Atari 2600 games a while ago, like almost a year ago. So I may do a top 10 list of Nintendo games. That sounds like an idea. It's not like everybody else doesn't do it, but... So anyway, Castlevania. One of the definite draws to the Nintendo for me. And what's funny is I wouldn't actually own a copy of Castlevania for at least a couple of years after I actually got a Nintendo. Because, GameStops weren't exactly all over the place yet, and it was a game out of print. So, I had Castlevania 3, though. Like, right after I got my NES, I had Castlevania 2, and then Castlevania 3 came out. I had both of those. Castlevania 3, I've got a pretty good clear time. I should probably do a video on that next time I'm actually in the mood to do a really long video, like a long playthrough. I don't remember what my clear time was, but I do know it's a fairly good clear. Alright, well anyways folks, thanks for playing, or watching, thanks for playing, and happy Halloween.